Hello, everybody. We're going to take a look at reciprocals today. This is Unit 2.3a at WAMAP, and we're deep in the thick of multiplying and dividing fractions, and we've run into this new concept, reciprocal. So let's go through these problems. Reciprocal of 7/10, reciprocal of 1/3 or 1/3, and reciprocal of 15. All right, so let's take a look at these on the tablet and see how far we get. 7/10. 1/3, and 15. And this may be the easiest math lesson you've ever had. Reciprocal is, in terms of a fraction, it is just the inverse of the fraction. You put the numerator, use that as the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator in the reciprocal. And this is going to make more sense when we start doing division of fractions. But another interesting aspect of reciprocals is that when you take the product of a number and its reciprocal, the answer is always 1. So if we have 7/10 and we multiply that by 10/7, we're going to get 70/70. And of course, we can reduce that down. If you can see 1 right away, then you've got it. Otherwise, you could do prime factorization. 2 times 5 times 7 will give us 70, and you've got that over itself. 2 times 5 times 7 over 2. 5 times 7. And each of these cancels the other out, leaving 1. You got 1 times 1 times 1 over 1, and that's equal to 1. So any reciprocal. And 0 doesn't count because 0 times any number becomes 0. But all of the rest of the numbers have a reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/3 would be 3/1, right? And then the reciprocal of 15, this might be a little bit challenging, but we've had to turn whole numbers into fractions before, right? Any number divided by 1 or any number on the number 1, as in a fraction, is equal to itself. And so the reciprocal of 15 is 1/15. And when we do multiply these out, oops, that's not going to work. We'll just do it the fast way, fast, lazy way. Oops, maybe not. So we can cancel out the 15 here and the 15 there and the 1 here and the 1 there, leaving 1 times 1 and over 1 times 1. So the main thing to remember here is that the reciprocal, you just invert the number. And it's also known as a multiplicative inverse. So reciprocal, if you want to reciprocate, you're going to do something nice to someone else. And then the other term is multiplicative. You can impress your friends with this word. Multiplicative inverse, which means the inverse in terms of multiplication. And we will use this when we start dividing fractions. There are some who say division doesn't exist with fractions, only multiplication of the inverse. And we'll go over that soon when we talk about division in fractions. So go ahead and try this. It's just turning the number on its head. And if you've got a whole number like this, write the whole number over 1 and then write it as, this shouldn't be an equal sign. Just do arrows like that and write 1/15. And let's go to WAMAP and see what they say for our answers. So 7/10, we've got 10/7. And then got 1 out of 3. And then 3, here we have 3/1 or just 3. I remember they dinged us last time because we didn't do it. We didn't reduce completely, so we'll put 3 in as the reciprocal of 3 and see what happens. Okay, they like that. And I don't know if they would like 3/1. Let's try it down here. We've got almost the same numbers. So we've got 9/5, and then 15. Did we do 15/1? I'm going to try it. 15/1. See if they take it, if they ding us. And reciprocal of 3 would be 1/3. Okay, so they're going to give you a problem that has a 1 in the bottom or a whole number. Let's see if they give us. So they do consider this wrong. So we did the right thing up here. So we can replace this with just a whole number. And I want you to remember this pattern. 1 is a regular inverted fraction. The other one, you have to supply the 1, right? This 3 would be 3 over 1, so they're trying to trick you, hoping you'll forget. And then 1 over 15, you're going to just write 15, a whole number, as your answer. So don't forget when a number is has 1 as the denominator, it's the same as the whole number. And you can improve your score. So just try to remember they're going to have 1 of each kind on WAMAP. So be ready. Try it out yourself, and if you have trouble, message me.